Thank you, Jim. Well, could the roads and bridges you drive on every day miss out on $800 million? That's money desperately needed to keep the growing state moving. The clock is ticking for Texas lawmakers to make that decision, but Governor Rick Perry says if that does not happen in the next 5 days, he'll keep them in Austin until a plan is in place. KXAN political reporter Josh Hinkle has more.
Tired of traffic?
Horrible traffic and potholes everywhere.
Hate the highway?
I hate driving on the highway when it's not fixed. It makes me angry.
Detest the damage.
When you drive a nice car like mine, you worry about it.
Well, lawmakers are working on a fix that could bring hundreds of millions to roads across the state.
I will announce in due time.
But with no plan yet, Governor Perry is threatening another special session. Lawmakers have already spent nearly 200 days at the Capitol this year.
Don't think just because you have the power to call us back, you're going to get the votes. In fact, to be honest with you, if I get called back, I'm going to have a very bad attitude.
Did you notice that dead silence, that pregnant pause there? There's always a possibility because this is just, the way it is.
That's the plan's author, Representative Joe Pickett, an El Paso Democrat. Because you, the voter, would eventually have to approve this spending decision, an amendment to the Texas Constitution. His challenge now is getting the legislature on board.
We've got to get 100 votes in the House, and they've got to get 21 in the Senate. If anybody was to report it's dead and a hell no, that's not the case.
Bottom line, what you need to remember, will there be enough time for transportation? Lawmakers will no doubt be working long hours into the weekend here at the Capitol, but will it be enough in the final 5 days of special session number 2? Josh Hinkle, KXAN News.
And join Josh Hinkle this Sunday morning at 8:30 for In Session In Depth, where he'll tackle the transportation debate at the state capitol, and also he'll dive into Democrats' hopes for the next election. You might be wondering where the money is coming from. Well, depending on what lawmakers decide, part of the transportation funding could come from diverting a tax now going to education in Texas. While there would also be a plan to replace that money, some school groups have concerns. Education Austin tells us Texas needs more revenue, period. The rainy day fund is a temporary fix for emergency situations.